What's cracking, guys? Hope you guys are having a great day today. And today we're going to be editing. It's something I'm genuinely excited to do. So let's get right into it. I recently did a video um, using Shotcut, editing with Shotcut, and you might be wondering, well, why'd you do that if you're just going to edit with this? And it's because I like to, I just started video editing, producing, whatever, like a year ago, and I want to start off basic that way I can learn. And I think Shotcut was a great place to start where you can learn, just cutting and cuts and blah 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 and transitions. But I was reaching that little skill ceiling, I guess, with the software, and I just really needed more capable software and tools. And yeah, so now I'm here, and today we're going to be editing with Davinci Resolve. I highly recommend you go check out my whatchamacallit, my shotcut tutorial. But if you don't want to, let's just get straight into it, and let's start by going new project, and then we'll just name this one test. Sorry. Yes. Test 1. And then we'll press create. And it's just gonna load up a screen where now we can actually edit, and then now we have our media pool. And the thing I like about Davinci Resolve, and it kind of shows the steps of what you should be doing, or what they recommend. I guess it's not always the most ideal, but it works. I really like it, and that's why I've continued to edit with it. Anyway, right here we have our media media pool. Sorry, I don't have the corona, by the way. But we have the media pool right here where we can drag all our clips in. We can just and then we also have where you can just do the cuts and trim it all out and blah blah blah. And then we have the editing where you can throw in transitions and anything else we need. And then we have the fusion tab, which is cool for special effects. It takes a couple seconds to load and move from each tab, but it saves everything. And then we have our color editing or color grading tab, and then we have our audio design tab right here, and then we have our deliver tab, which is kind of cool. I really like the logo. That's just really cool. Anyway, we have a couple different export options, and so yeah, it's obviously pretty cool. It's obviously very capable as well. And so yeah, let's begin by, I have some clips right here, so you're just going to want to find whatever device. I have them on a USB drive, and you're just literally just going to want to drag your file. I have some stock footage right here. You're just going to drag it right on in, and since it has a different frame rate than the current project settings, we'll just press change. That way everything lines up and blah blah blah. Okay, so let's go ahead and close out of that because we don't need that anymore. And then and when I did that, that was just an accident. It doesn't do anything. But so yeah, now that we have that in there, let's go over to our cut. And then before I start editing or doing anything, because I have a slow PC, and sometimes it crashes or just weird things, so I just want to make sure I save it fairly often. And so the first save I think takes the longest. So now that we have our footage here, we can quickly scroll through this red line, moving your mouse. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And now I just want to drag it down right here. So you may notice that when it says 1, that just means 1 second. That's the first second. It doesn't mean you dragged it in around a minute or something like that. But yep, we can press play, and we can quickly scrub through our footage. I have a pretty decent PC, so I can scrub pretty well, and this is not crazy footage either. And when I say crazy, I mean like dense code, or not codec, but bitrate or resolution or anything like that. So I should be able to edit just fine. But if that ever becomes a problem, I can just go over proxy mode and drop that to half resolution, which basically brings down the resolution. It's easier to edit, and then also, but when you export it, it'll still export it in its full glory. And so yeah, that's so cool. But since I don't need to do that, we'll just press off. And now let's quickly run through it. And now that we see we have a lot of this, just driving, whatnot footage. I don't really want all this, so maybe we'll just go like there. And I actually like bouncing around to different tabs. So since that's, oh, that looks kind of cool. So maybe I'll cut it right there. Yep, so now we have a little bit of cutting already. Ooh, that's a beautiful scene. And you see, now I jumped the gun here, and now I wish I had watched through all my footage, because I might want to rearrange that, and maybe that'll start off the video. Because this right here looks a lot better than this right here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So we'll just go ahead and cut it again. And make sure all of that is highlighted. And we'll just do that. So now you can see if we play it, it'll start off there. And that looks pretty cool, but I don't want the whole time, and it's starting to get out of focus a little bit. So yeah. So now I kind of want to do a transition. And like I said, I think right there, let's go ahead and cut it, and boom. And then I think I said before, you know, we have our different tabs here. I just press Control S for saving it. Anyway, yeah, so now I kind of want to do like a fade in. I think a fade in would look nice. And since there's no audio, just to confuse me, oh, they're already linked, sorry. So now I think I kind of want to add a transition. And like I was saying before, I think I want to do a fade in. So I'll just drag that sucker right there, and then change the color to black, and then there we go, we have a fade in. And then also that works as a fade out as well, and you don't even have to change anything. We'll just drag it right there, and then boom. But since, oh, what we would have to do is, oh shoot, what am I doing? Sorry. Oh yeah, what do I want to do? Oh shoot, I think I just messed it up. We'll just, and then drag it on top of both of them right there. That would make, obviously, a transition. And then make sure the color is black. And now all you gotta do, ooh, that looks kind of cool, but I actually don't really, I don't want that right there, so I'm just, oh shoot, what am I doing? I'm sorry guys, I'm making a whole bunch of amateur mistakes here. I just want the fade in right there, and make sure it's black. Yeah. And then I want to do like a cool transition. So I have all my transitions saved. Okay, so we'll just do one of these spin clockwise. And we'll just, yes, here we go. And we're just gonna drag that right on over. And so we'll make sure it's going in the right direction, because that would look pretty stupid. And so now, you can see that I think it might be going in the wrong direction.
Wait, guys. Oh, is everybody spawned in a different place?
Yeah, it's going in the wrong direction. Because you can, even though it's fairly laggy, we can see that that's spinning and that's going that way.
What are we going to do?
Just making sure we're still recording. So we'll just X out of that, and then we'll do counterclockwise, or spin anti-clockwise. There we go. So now this should look pretty nice. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. So we got the nice fade in, spin, and then I think we could I'm not sure if I want to add some text here or here, but if we do, if I do just want to add some text right there, we'll just go over here. And we'll highlight, oh shoot. No, we gotta go from this.
I've been hit.
Okay, so anyway, we'll just go, if I want to do some text right there, we'll do a new track. And that way, we'll just be able to drag our title right over there. These are just different types of titles, and yep. So if we click right there, we'll say hello world. I don't know, that's just something I made up, thought of. Doesn't matter, type whatever you need to right in there. If we want to change the color, just click on those colors and boom.
What type of ammo do you want?
Looking pretty nice so far. And so now
Yeah, I got these.
we can play it.
What type? Oh, I was just asking.
And then
Video, so I didn't want you guys to get it.
Yep, so that's just the fade in. And then
What type of ammo do you need?
yep, so I have the spin, the clockwise. But say I don't want this text to go quite so far. All you gotta do is drag it back here. And then luckily
What's your channel called?
Fizzy J.
Fizzy J.
And then it's right there, and luckily, you know, you don't have to like try and get it exactly right there on the spot. It'll do that, most of that for you. And so now when this clip is over, the text will be over, and then we have the transition. So let's watch that play.
Can we take oh snap, the big guy's on me.
Oh yeah, so that looks pretty dang sexy right there. We have the spin, and then it spins into the next scene, and oh my goodness.
Can you drop me the big weapon?
So there are the basics. You know, we have a fade in, which is, in my opinion, the most basic transition, which is a lot of what I was doing in Shotcut. And then also we have the spin clockwise transition, and we have text. So really thinking about what else we could really do would be maybe we can try and then if you press right here, it'll just like show you all the like little problems. And so now, you know, basically editing is just a whole bunch of all of these little things, but just a lot. So say let's keep editing it for a little while. So now I'll just like show like you guys like just like a little bit of an example. And so now that's like a full spin. Maybe I only want to see that for a little while. We'll cut it. You guys know how to do that. And then or actually that kind of looks kind of cool. I think that could be
Come over here with us at 10 HP.
oh dang, this is some nice footage. Look at that. And I think oh yeah, that's really nice. Anyway, that's gonna be it for the basics. Like I said, these are really the basics of the fundamentals of editing right here. You know, we got text, we got transitions, we got fade ins. Like I said, that's the most basic transition, and we got cuts. I mean, that's the basics for the cutting and editing tab. And so now let's go over to the Fusion tab. Since we don't really have anything to, you know, kind of like edit or like After Effects, we can move on. So maybe say I don't like how bright this footage is. I can play it to a spot where I think it would be good to color grade. And maybe I can just bring it down and then bring it down right there. Whoo! Doesn't that look nice? But I kind of, if only it were a little brighter. Oh yeah, that's turning out nice. And then maybe, I like the blues. I really like the blues, so we can unlink the, and then that'll make it super red. Oh yeah, that looks really good, doesn't it? I'm just joking. But yeah, no, that's I don't really like that. So I think if we bring that up.
Fred killed me.
Oh yeah, and then look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Oh yeah. They must have been shooting in like a some type of color profile, because we just literally unlocked the footage. Now let's move on to here. So since we don't have any music in here right now, let's go ahead and add some. I'm just gonna go grab an MP3 file that I think will work out good, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, I can drop you the coins, some more coins. You want me to drop you more coins so you can get something? But does it have infinity?
Okay, I found my MP3 file, and so now I'll just drag it over to this screen. And I really like this, so we can, what I like to do is I like to just drag this over to a different screen. Now it's gone, or not gone, but we can still listen to it. I just like to listen to it over my footage, so I'm just going to press, since you guys can only see this screen, I'll just shrink it down. And oh yeah, so I could just listen to it over my footage to see if it'll fit.
I'm gonna take the med kit finally.
Oh yeah, that's sounding nice, very nice. So yeah, so that's, and then now that I know which song I like, I'm just gonna drag it over here. You can also just drag it right there instead of just dragging it into this tab. And since I don't need File Explorer anymore, close it out. And since now we just need to make a new tab.
When you go to OK,
we'll just drag that into there. It doesn't really matter.
Your parents will like have fun.
Maybe it does. Sorry.
Ammo?
Let's do add track.
Does anybody have mini ammo?
Or matter of fact, we'll just go right there, and all we have to do is drag right here.
Does anybody have mini
and
ammo?
Drag it right there.
Spam ammo.
So that's the audio 2, and I want to move this forward a little bit, and now you can still watch over your footage. Watch right on over your footage. That's way too far into it. We're just adding the beginning, so there we go. To export it is video, and then those settings, just leave them. Unless you need to do MP4, but I don't need it, so add to render queue, and you just save it as whatever file, and then save, and then right here when you press start render, that'll start rendering it out. And I don't recommend having any other like Google or anything like that open while you're exporting it, because it's just gonna make it go slower, and it does take a good chunk of time. So just leave it be. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the YouTube video, guys. Hope you guys had a great one, and I'll show you guys the final product.